Well, it is time to pick the pears. So I have gone to my pear tree and I have started pulling as much of the good fruit that I can. Then I'll save the ones that are not so good for the animals. The pigs absolutely love them, and the goats will eat them also. So I am scoping out all of my pears and I will start pulling them. There's a few bad ones, and the tree is quite large, so I may have to do a little shaking to get some of those taller ones down, but they're quite heavy, so not good on the noggin. But look at these. Aren't these pretty? And I did test them. They are very juicy. So we'll get to picking and see what, look, I've already started, and see what we're going to be able to get off of this tree. It's hard to do this one-handed, so hope I don't drop the camera. And look at this. The backside, someone has stolen every pear. They are just completely gone. So somebody has been in here taking pears that don't belong to them. So I have pulled everything off now, and I ended up with 2 5-gallon buckets plus, well, maybe 3 5-gallon buckets. And I will get busy peeling these and processing these. I'm going to dehydrate some. I will can some, and I may make a pie. I maybe do something else. So we got quite a few, even with one whole side of the tree missing. So I know someone took them without permission. And while I'm picking, a car drives up and she wants to buy some from me. It says she's from out of town. She didn't know I had them, but I have a feeling she did. So I have peeled and I have sliced these. These are for the dehydrator mostly. And I'm working on the second bucket now. There's a few bad ones in here, but not, just maybe a little scar like that little spot there. So it's really not bad at all. I'll be able to get a lot of pears. Hopefully I have enough for jams and jellies. And we will see what we can get out of them. But I'm really pleased. They're much larger this year. The fruit is better. We did fertilize the tree early in the spring, so hopefully that helped. I put a little 10-10-10 on all of the fruit trees. And as you can see, now I'm starting to peel, and these will go to the animals. And I may even cook up some for jelly. My mother used to do that when we were young. She would take the cores and the peels and make jelly. But I wanted to slice them thin enough to put on the dehydrator so I could dehydrate some. But they're really pretty, and they're so juicy. I cannot keep it from running down my arms while I'm peeling. So far I have gotten maybe 6-gallon bags of peeled fruit. That's quite a bit, so I'll be able to work with that. And before they go bad, I sprinkled a little bit of lemon juice on them to keep them from turning too dark too quickly. They have a tendency to do that. But as you can see, I got a lot of good fruit out of them. So next I will start to cook down the peels and the cores and see how much juice I can get. I may need to do more to get an even amount, but that's what I'm going to be doing today. It's just all peeling. Listen, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. If you'd like to see more of this, we do appreciate it, and we'll bring you what we can. Let's see, this is the peels. This is all the peels that I got, and I'm putting them in my pot, and I'm going to cover them just with enough water so that I can get them started, and then I'll take the little masher and I'll mash them a little bit so that it kind of helps them release that juice. Even the peels are pretty. So that's what I will be doing in the next couple of days. I'll be working up these pears because I do not want them to go bad. So I have to work kind of quickly. Everything else has to be put on the side. When you have fruit or vegetables come out, you've got to go ahead and take care of them immediately. And that's all I did, was put water up to the top level just to cover them up. I don't want too much liquid because they will cook down some. But I didn't save the worst spots. I put that in the animal's slop bucket. So, and after I cooked them down, this is what I got in the strainer, and then I took and mashed them a little bit more just to make sure I got all the juice, and I got quite a bit of juice. Okay, we are finally at the jam phase. I cooked down that juice, plus I put a few more of the sliced ones in there, and I made some jam, and as you can see, it's really lovely. I put a little cinnamon in it, so it's very tasty. It almost reminds me of apple cinnamon. So we'll be able to use this for a lot. And lo and behold, my neighbor gave me his tree. So now I'm starting all over again. I ended up getting five 5-gallon buckets off of his tree. I've sorted them already, and some have gone to the animals for them to enjoy, and we'll see what we can do with these. Y'all, thanks for staying with me, and we will see you on the next one. And these are just huge and beautiful, and I'll be able to share that jam with the neighbors that were so kind to us.